let's talk a little row technique. So, first things first, when you first sit down on this, in terms of foot placement, I want as you tighten the strap for it to come across, not across your toes. I want it to be on the actual piece of your foot, but not so close to your ankle that it limits the mobility of your ankle. So you should basically be able to pull your toes off and bend, and then it should be just below that crease. Now, from here, technique-wise, the objective here is to maintain a straight line from your head through your shoulders to your bum the entire time. Now, the power that's generated from this is similar to that of a kettlebell swing or a deadlift in that you want to allow yourself to hinge, and it's that hinge that really creates the ability to transfer the power from your legs through your torso to your upper body. So as I'm doing this, I'm actually going to have you start in a finished position. So I'm sitting up nice and tall, my legs are locked, squeezing my thighs. From there, the bar is going to land just in between my sternum and my belly button, and I'm tipped back, not quite at a 45, but I'm trending in that direction. Now, from here, my shoulders are down, my elbows are in by my sides, the bar is not up here. My first move is my arms extend. That is, as soon as this thing hits me, arms extend, I then hinge at the hips, and then once I'm done hinging, then I bend at the legs. If I do that correctly going in, it's going to be so much easier coming out because I'm going to drive my legs, I'm going to tip back, and that is the catalyst for me being able to pull. So arms, chest, legs, legs, chest, arms. Arms, chest, legs, legs, chest, arms. Arms, chest, legs, legs, chest, arms. So now that you have that down, it's something as you continue to move through this, inevitably you're going to get back into bending legs first. You can just finish with one full pause and then go back into that and almost over-exaggerate. So a lot of times people will have great technique and then they start to get fatigued and their mind starts to wander. So they start to get into this place here where they fatigue and they lose it. So just finish and then slowly go back in, even if it's over-exaggerating the steps. That's going to help you reframe and get into a good pattern. So from there, there's a certain cadence you want to try to maintain when you row, and that's to ensure that you're utilizing the power that you can generate from your legs. And that's a 3-2-1 or a 1-2-3 count, meaning I'm going to pull on 1, I'm going to go in on 2, go in on 3. So it has this nice rhythmic motion, and the idea with that is I can have my power on the pull and then have a recovery phase as I go in. So what this will look like is I'm going to pull on 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and that allows me the time to finish my pull, make sure I'm sitting tall, and let myself utilize my positioning to help me recover as I'm going in. But then if I've done that going in, now I'm in a position of power as I start to go back. In terms of other things to think about that are easy to see and easy to be aware of, as you're rowing, your heels should stay down or just barely come off if you have limited ankle mobility. But this seat should never end up way in here. Because I'm hinging, that keeps my heels down. So I'm here, where my heels never come up off the platform. So an easy indication is if I'm way up on my toes, that means I've lost my hinge. And it's one more way to be able to trigger you to get back into your technique. So that's the basics of rowing. Drive with your legs, hinge with your torso, which gets your stomach firing. Use that momentum you generated from the big muscle groups of your body to then finish with a pull. Let me know if you have any questions. Feel free to record videos. Obviously, I love this stuff, and I would be more than happy to assess your technique.